Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another LHS TV Game Day broadcast. I'm one of your hosts, Brady Heschuk, and beside me is my good friend and teacher, Mr. Fitzgerald. And tonight we see our junior men's basketball team take on the Jasper Place Rebels here in a third game matchup of the season, which means it should be fun and a good game for everybody to watch. So sit back, relax, and grab some food or some water, and yeah.
Yeah, last game before the holiday break, so I think everyone wants to go into the break with a win. So it should be some good competition tonight, and you know, you got to play the game to see how it shakes out. So 40 minutes of action coming your way. A little bit of break in there, half time in the quarters, but you know, I think most people at home know what to expect by now.
And Lillian Osborne sadly has fallen 0-2 to the start off of the season, but looking to push back here and get their first win of the season tonight. And Jasper Place here has also fallen 0-2, so this is looking both to get their first win tonight. So it should be a really passionate game, and
yeah,
we'll see.
Could be a scrappy battle.
Of course, scrappy battle. And I think we have a couple injuries tonight on the junior boys team, and so we'll look to persevere from that. I do not know the starting lineups as of now, but we'll get to you as soon as possible. But yeah, that's all we got for today, guys. Quick shout out to our scorekeepers. We got Parham, Emily, and Abby, and should be a good. Thanks for coming to help out. And shout out to our alumni who just had an alumni game here with the senior boys team. And
yeah, I poked my head into the gym, and I have to say that's one of my favorite things is to see players come on back and help build that program, and lots of energy, lots of positivity, and some extra fans in the house. So hopefully that'll make a difference tonight.
Around 20 guys, and we get ready for tip-off here.
All right, ready for tip. We got Samuel Tran jumping, but the Rebels will pull that one down and swing it to the corner. Nice inside action, and Gill comes over for some help defense, and that's going to be enough.
And starting lineups here, we see number 23, Samuel Tran, and number 7, Mason Drinkwater, with number 8, Max.
And an inbound from the Rebels. They're going to swing that around. And good ball movement there. And number 12 pulls that. That's going to be Mokrayek.
And also number 5, Ruben Wang, on the court today for the Legends.
And that foul will keep it as Rebel ball. So inbounding from the baseline here. Usually a pretty good place for offenses to run from. And a lob pass in. They're going to try the wing. And that kick is going to go into the backcourt and out of bounds. So that's going to be Legends ball in the front court. Way to stay composed there. All right, let's see what they're going to run out of this set. I was watching the senior men's game last night, and a lot of pressure on every single inbound. I'm sure you felt that.
That was a pretty intense game last night.
And quick turnover there. The Rebels are going to pull it from 3. And off the iron there, and Sam pulls down that board.
Sam can be pretty useful on the defensive and offensive side on the boards there off the glass.
Absolutely. So Drinkwater is going to bring that one up and wisely move it over to Jazz. But apparently took a couple steps before he was supposed to there. So that's the old travel call, and refs letting them know early they're not going to get away with it. So.
Been a pretty popular call around here. Everyone picked up the pivot foot a little early.
Yeah, absolutely. Turnovers are often a difference maker in the game.
Those are the first points of the game today.
First points of the game for the Rebels. They're going to open up the scoring with a relatively deep 3, but responding in a hurry is Mason, and the right idea to get it inside to the big man, but we'll just have to make sure we secure the ball.
That was number 17, Stobes, with the three-pointer there.
All right, the inbounding for the Rebels, and let's see if they're going to try to run something or if it's more of a motion, feel it out kind of offense. And the drive and the runner comes up a little bit short, but no one can secure the board, so the Rebels get not 2 but 3 attempts at that one, and they're able to put it back.
That's Stobes' 5th point of the game already. He's got 5 quick, easy ones.
And Drinkwater is going to try that out up top, draws that double, and can't find anyone to kick it out to. So another quick opportunity for the Rebels, but Ruben rips that board down, and a little bit of transition offense here. We'll see if something can come out of that.
Little block there by number 6.
And good patience from the Rebels advancing there. Oh, and that's going to be a travel as well. So they're calling it both ways. Everyone's got to be aware that
quality.
Yeah, you can't do that. All right, the inbound to Drinkwater.
Drinkwater seems to be the starting guard here for the Rebels. I mean, for the Legends, my apologies.
Yeah, I think they're still trying to find a rhythm with the team as to, you know, who's going to play the best situational basketball. But it's always fun getting that start. And even if you come off the bench, you have to come in with a lot of energy and be prepared to make an impact.
Really early in the season here, so a lot of time for teams to figure out their starting lineup. And
absolutely. That's Ruben
plays.
up top is going to a little dribble handoff to Drinkwater, a dribble handoff to Jasnour. And a good idea. I mean, if you can get to the rim like that, that's not a bad look.
Unlucky bounce there for guys.
And some nice pressure. Help comes over. And a pretty easy bucket there.
Rebels up quick 7 here in the first 3 minutes of this game. And Legends look to bounce back. As Jazz will drive in.
All right, Ruben up top. They've managed to secure that possession again. And a corner 3 goes for Jasnour. So you got to shoot him to make him, and that's going to close that gap. All right, the Rebels advancing here. Nice on-ball defense. Lots of pressure as that shot clock winds down. Maybe a little over-committed from Max on the contest there, but it's a hard habit to break. You want to close out hard and strong, but not give up that contain.
Number 17, Snopes, has already got 7 points for the Legends, but he picks up a 2nd foul.
And Drinkwater is able to draw his own foul on the other end, so good rhythm for the Legends there. Put a little bit of pressure on that defense and make them react. All right, inbounding from the baseline, we've got Jasnour there. And the kick out to the corner. The pump, they're going to rotate it out to Max. And a quick turnover there. So
Max seems to have the speed there. I think he's full on his hand.
And a friendly rim bounce there is going to do it for Jasper Place Rebels there. And
seems to be a very 3-point heavy, strong game. 3 points, 3 3-pointers made already. 2 for the Rebels and 1 for the Legends.
Yeah, we often say it's the old law of averages. You know, eventually most teams are going to reset to kind of a baseline, but at least a couple hot shooting attempts from the beginning here. And Max on the dribble drive.
Unlucky there at the rim.
Yeah, not a bad look. And the Rebels are able to secure that rebound and push it up with a little bit of pace, but nice to see all the Legend shirts back. And that law of averages comes into play there.
Rebels seem to be lucky here on the offensive boards.
And a great job from Sam. It's hard for the big man to come up and contest like that, but
nothing but net there for number 8, Armstrong. He picks up his 4th point of the game. I mean, 5th point of the game, sorry.
And Gill gets to his happy spot and is able to hit it with the old floater.
He's got 5 as well here, with 5 minutes left remaining in the first quarter.
All right. And, nice hand in there by Ruben.
Great steal.
And they're running with numbers, which is what you want to see.
Just shy there from Jazz, but Ruben looking for the steal.
Nice attempt, and it's funny because when one team rushes it often forces the other team to rush, whether they need to or not. So that's going to be Legends ball right back.
Seems like a pretty fast-paced game as of now, and Legends down by 9, but looking to bounce back really quick here.
Yeah, the first quarter is often just about 2 teams kind of feeling each other out, getting a sense for the matchups, and hopefully we'll see both teams settle in a little bit in that second quarter.
An amazing and 1 there by Ruben.
Yeah, nice turnaround bucket.
Ruben Wang there, looking for the 3-point play.
He'll find himself at the line. And Coach Safi is telling me that was last practice right there. So clearly the coach is happy seeing some of that offense come into effect, and always good to see the X's and O's translate.
Looks like number 15.
That's Cohen there, yeah.
Stepped in a little bit early, but
the old lane violation, so that'll be Rebels ball.
We're going to set up on D as of now.
And you always want to keep your man in front of you there. Ooh, the hot shooting continues, and Stobes is really piling it on here.
He's at his 10th point of the game.
Strong first quarter performance, but we'll see how the Legends respond. Jasnour finds his spot and is able to kick out. The Rebels managed to adjust, but Drinkwater gets inside. Cohen grabs an offensive board, and he's fouled.
Good way to go up there when it's pretty congested under the paint and draw that foul from Stobes. I believe that's Stobes' 2nd foul.
And I believe that's actually already 5 fouls on the Rebels. So that's a quick 5, and that means the Legends are going to be in bonus for the rest of the quarter.
Legends have 0, and Rebels pick up quick 5, so they're playing less of an aggressive game, but I think it'll pay off to foul line now. So.
And it looks like the bank is open late, so always nice to see that.
Of course, slowly chipping away on that.
Holiday hours, I think, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And off the back iron, but Cohen rips it down himself, and that's going to be a jump ball as the Rebels close quick. So they will get possession here, but it's going to, oh no, my mistake, sorry. That's going to be Legends ball.
Pretty nice play there by Cohen. He's able to grab his own board off the shot there.
Yeah, I mean, the shooter is the best look at it often. So when it goes off that back iron and you got that long rebound, you can set up some good plays. All right, and the Rebels come in with a ton of pace there and just can't get that ball to fall. And that's going to turn it over to the Legends.
Number 3 is Saf with the unlucky bounce there, and it's picked up by the Legends.
And Gill inbound in here to Drinkwater. Looking at a fair bit of pressure around that center circle there. Nice kick out to Max, and the dribble drive almost works. Just has to secure that ball a little bit tighter. Lots of pressure up top from the Rebels.
Nice skill, nice hand as well. Oh, that pays off.
Yeah, great job keeping that dribble alive. It's an easy temptation to pick it up there and the like, but Jazz keeps the ball moving and finds his way inside.
Little shimmy shammy from Jazz there, and paid off quite nicely. He's at a quick 7 points as well here.
Yeah, he's one of our 2 returning players on the junior roster this year. Samuel Tran and Jasnour Gill were both important members of the team last year, but they've really been shining this year and able to make an impact.
Are you guys a pretty grade 11 or grade 10 heavy team this year? Pretty balanced.
You know, I'd say relatively balanced, but a little bit more on the grade 10 side. So I think both our senior and junior programs are relatively young, all things considered. And you know, hopefully they'll learn a lot this year, and it bodes well for the future seasons as well.
I believe there's only 4 seniors this year on the basketball team for the seniors men's. 4 returning, not returning, but 4 grade 12s. So.
And it looks like the Rebels are able to get into their set offense. And that's going to be the first foul of the quarter for the Legends. So they played pretty disciplined basketball up to this point, but you don't want the opposing team's offense to get into rhythm. You want to keep disrupting those plays.
And both our senior teams faced 2 losses last night. Women losing to Leduc, and men lost a very close game by 4.
Yeah, I was watching that one at home. Yeah, it's. I mean, it was a great battle back to make it a close game, but situational basketball demands its own things. So, and that second free throw falls for number 6 there. Gill the inbounder, and now it's Jeremy who's an opportunity to push the pace a little bit. And some early offense, not a bad look at the net there. And good ball pressure as the Rebels turn it over out of bounds, so unable to capitalize on that quick offensive trip by the Legends. All right, nice spacing on the offense there, and that's going to give Jeremy some room to work. Cohen on the offensive board. And a quick tip out. Cohen's going to go right back up with it. And,
that was a nice play, perfect. The height seems to help on the boards there. He's able to pick 2 quick rebounds and put one right back for 2 points.
Yeah, I play as a guard myself, but it's always fun when the big men get to eat. You know,
of course.
They're ripping down boards all day, doing the dirty work, but when you get to close like that, that's always fun.
And he's only in grade 10, so he's got a couple more years here as Osborne. So
yeah, here's hoping. The maybe over-ambitious contest there for Max is enough to draw the foul. And I think that's going to be shooting 3 here. So you don't generally want a foul like that on 3-point territory, but sometimes you got to learn the lessons the hard way.
Of course, but Legends looking to close that down to 5 points already. They were down, I believe, 9, and now they're down 7. So slowly chipping away on that lead by the JP Rebels.
And the first 2 of 3 fall. We'll see how this 3rd free throw shakes out here.
Saf at the line, looking to go 3 for 3.
And that front rim is going to give another opportunity to JP. The coveted 4-point play in basketball. It's a bit of a rarity, but they blow their opportunity at that, but they maintain possession here.
My fellow commentator, actually, Muhammad Ali, was able to get a 4-point play the first game of the season.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you remember them because they really don't happen that often.
They don't.
But
quite rare.
And a lot of ball pressure from Jasper Place, but that's going to set up the Legends in a good position to attack here. And another foul from the Rebels. So Cohen's going to the line, and we'll see if he can do some damage.
Able to shoot too, yeah. When those hands are folded on top, nothing works better than just going up and drawing that foul, but pretty tall guy checking over the court for JP. That's number 14.
I think
Boyington.
His hair is about as long as my own, so.
That's true. Luscious locks.
Luscious locks, absolutely. And the first one doesn't fall for Cohen there, but hopefully he'll compose himself here and make the trip worthwhile.
He's got 4 points here in the start.
Look at that. That rebounding is exceptional. And yeah, he likes to do it the old-fashioned way. Who needs free throws? Left-handed.
Yeah, he's got 6 already. Just behind Jazz.
And a little. Oh yeah, always nice to see them helping each other up there.
Of course.
But maybe a little overzealous on the defense from Max. So JP will find themselves at the line again, and we've got 2 new legends coming in. That's going to be Jamie and Jackson.
We'll get their first minutes of the game today.
And the first one falls.
Number 2, that's Hunter's first point of the game here. He checks in. Been noticing a lot of cool fancy shoes here on the court. Cool colors.
Yeah, there was a day when basketball shoes were white or black, but that's in the distant past now. Yeah.
The high top Converse there.
Yeah, the weapons I'm a big fan of.
Ruben up top with the ball.
Sizing up his man with the dribble. Finds Jackson in the corner, and he's going to get downhill. And a nice attempt there. It comes up just off the iron.
He's a pretty shifty young guy there, Jackson.
Yeah, and a nice corner shot as well. He's able to stretch the floor, which always makes it tough on defenses. How far out do you want to come to contest and the like?
14 there at the foul. Nope.
All right, and we've got Ruben coming out and Mason coming back in. And again, bonus territory is going to mean that the Legends are shooting. I'm just not sure exactly what the foul call was. I missed that.
Oh, I was offensive 14. My apologies. Cohen will shoot his, I believe, 3rd set of 3 throws here, or 4th set.
Yeah, he's had a lot of looks at this rim, so hopefully he can make that turn into some buckets. I probably shouldn't have said anything at all. You know, that's the
little jinx.
I mean, we're rooting for everyone to have a good time, but at the same time, you know, I'm proud of these Legends boys. So
knowing he'll get his own rebound right here, or make the basket.
Or make the basket. I mean, I'll take a made basket.
I believe he's tied with Jazz with 7 points for the Legends, so only down by 7 here right now.
Yeah, lots of effectiveness there. And the Rebels are going to make a substitution here as well. So we've got Stobie's checking out and number 7 English checking in. Maybe giving up a little bit of size here, but all sorts of trade-offs that you make as a coach.
Nice.
And that ball's going to swing all the way around, but good rotation by the Legends defense. A little bit of penetration by Jasper Place, but unable to capitalize at least yet. And the kick out for the 3 is a little long also. Rebound secured by Jamie.
Just had the open lane just stripped there by number 1.
Yeah, the trailing defender makes that spin move a little bit tougher. You see the man in front of you and you think, oh, I got this. And then all of a sudden there's an extra hand in there and maybe not. But quick turnover by the Rebels means it's right back to Legends ball and Drinkwater will advance it. And nice cut and rotation there. In and out for Jackson. And the Rebels trying to push some pace, but it looked like they're playing pretty even. Nice switching defense by the Legends, and that means nothing easy, but...
That was pretty good D there by Jackson. He's able to face a baseline and deny the first shot there. But, they picked it up the board and put it right back in.
Yeah, sometimes when everyone's watching the ball, it's that 2nd or 3rd man that gets the best look at it.
No foul call.
And Cohen's going to have a nice chance there. Comes up a little bit short, but...
and the big center will, Samuel Tran will check back in.
And so that's going to be Legends ball on the front court here. 14 seconds on the shot clock and 30 seconds left in the quarter. It certainly goes by fast when you're commentating, I have to say. It's the time really just whips by. Nice little bank look from Jamie, and that's going to go in and out. And it's going to be right back to Legends ball. So both teams have their share of turnovers, their share of fouls, and I think both coaches will probably want to talk it over and make sure that we're taking advantage of every possession.
I believe that was timeout Legends, but we go into our first timeout here with 22 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's been a pretty exciting first quarter. Legends only down by 9 here, looking to get back, and yeah, but that's just a little bit of revenge here because you guys lost these guys last year in the first round playoffs.
I think you're correct here. Yeah, I'm the teacher sponsor of the junior men, so I'm not as involved on the coaching actively per se, but at the same time, you remember these games, and some of you remember better, and some of you try to forget. But I've got some good memories actually playing in JP's gym. We had 2 junior men's teams win the city championship.
Really?
Div 2 city championships my first 2 years coaching.
Wow.
I got to give shout outs to Dustin Kong, or Mr. Kong as you might know him by.
Yeah, I heard he's a great coach.
My co-coach in those years, and he's passed that torch over to Coach Tom and Coach Safi. But yeah, always fun to build these programs, and you're going to have some strong years, and you're going to have some years that you learn a lot, and it's all good any which way you cut it.
I believe this is Safi's first year coaching with the Legends.
I think you're correct, yeah, and he was actually one of the players that was on those back-to-back city championship teams, actually. So yeah, we get to share that memory.
Always good seeing the alumni coming back to help out.
And actually, your coach, Coach Ish, was also a very key member in that first team. So,
there you go.
All right, the game is back on. We should talk about the present here. Here I'm waxing poetic about my glory days as a coach, but
it's always good to think about the good times and memories. But yeah, we'll check back in here.
All right, 5.6 seconds, and they're able to inbound there. Keeps that handle alive, and a little bit of a miscommunication will take us to the first intermission here.
Just off Jackson's head there, looking to get a last 3-pointer there. But yeah, that was a pretty good first quarter here. Legends only down by 9, looking to persevere, and they played pretty well actually, pretty good on defense, and not all the shots were falling for them, but overall it was a pretty good first quarter.
Yeah, I think for all our teams, it's tough when you give up a bit of a lead off the beginning. If you find yourself down 7 or 8 points and you haven't got on the scoreboard yourself, you find yourself in a bit of a hole. But good to see the composure, good to see them come back. And I mean, that's the same lead that they gave up off the beginning, I think, that they're still contesting with now. So played some pretty even basketball for the last 6 or 7 minutes there, and hopefully they can turn that into something positive in the coming quarter here.
Some pretty outstanding players for the JP Rebels. We had number 17, that was Stoves. He was able to rack up 10 points in the first quarter. And for the Legends, we had Cohen and Jasner Gill. They both racked up 7 quick points in the first quarter, so they combined for 14 of the Legends' points here, actually.
Yeah, not bad at all. And any other announcements in our next minute or so of intermission action?
Tomorrow's Pajama Day here at Osborne. Looking to dress up, or what are you?
Nice. You know what? I almost refuse to wear pajamas to school. Yeah, no, that's where I draw the line. I totally support everyone else wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
You won't see this guy in his pajamas. That's for home time only, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, as soon as I get home, pajamas for sure.
It's honestly almost too cold to wear pajamas outside right now.
Maybe double layer pajamas.
Double layer pajamas or insulated ones, but yeah, almost minus 32 outside today. It's crazy.
Wicked cold right now, but lots of people in the gym, and it's warm here, so good to see them getting some refuge from the cold.
Yeah, that reminds me, I forgot to plug my car in. Actually, so.
Oh, you might be getting boosted to get home, I think. But
might be.
All right, we've got a nice rebound there by Ruben, and he's looking to push some pace with Sam. Yeah. Nice spin move, and gets balanced again. That's a tough thing to do, but he looked pretty composed on that shot.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite manage to make it go.
Off white, actually. That was off black.
All right, so another opportunity for the Legends, and I think they're going to run some form of a set here.
Haven't seen not too many plays here with the Legends, but looks to pay off. We'll find Max.
Good ball movement, finds Max from 3-point land, and he's able to connect on that. So that's going to close that lead to 6 for the Rebels. Nice bucket.
That was Max's first points of the game here. He's at 3 already. Just in the start of the second quarter. Good box out.
Well, and it seems like there was a time when it was only a couple of players on the team that would shoot the 3-point shot, but that's certainly changed as more and more players are working on their range, but they got to work on their no travel. I mean, that's the other part of it too. But that's going to be a Rebels ball.
Yeah, the game has changed quite indeed. Actually, a lot of 3-point shots getting put up, but a lot of kids actually making them. So
Yeah, absolutely. We lost to Skona last week, which always pains me a little bit to say, but they shot maybe the best performance I've ever seen from a junior roster. So lots of guys practicing, and if you can connect.
Nice little step through there by number 4.
Yeah, able to
Holt.
convert at the rim there.
He'll get his first points of the game.
And nice drive from Ruben, a little in and out dribble, and is able to find some real estate to operate, but not to finish the possession.
A little unlucky on the iron here for the Legends, but
I mean oh yeah, nice off the backboard there.
Little shimmy sham from Brandsman, number 1 on the Rebels.
That's always the challenge of basketball. You got to beat a whole team defending you, and then you still have to score in what is a relatively small hoop. So
that was a nice find by Drinkwater there, trying to find Tran down low, but just nicked off Tran's hands and off Rebels, and now it'll be Legends ball on the baseline. So we'll maybe see that play again here. Or
yeah, absolutely. Those are the kind of buckets you want, the easy buckets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jazz is able to get to the rim and comes up just short, but kicked out to him again. And, a few chances on this possession.
Unlucky on the iron here for the Legends. But they'll have to bounce back.
Maybe the rim is cold. It's
maybe.
And a quick couple points for the Rebels are going to extend their lead to 12. And a nice deep ball there to Max, and the old in and out.
Oh, look at this.
Sam is putting on a clinic there. I think he's trying to pad out his stat sheet.
He gets a couple of rebounds and 2 points.
Yeah, he might be at the double-digit boards already. And, as Kawhi once said, the board man gets paid. So
that is true.
All right, a swing from Jasper Place, and another kind of wild attack. These circus shots are falling. So
yeah, a little scoop shot there by number 1. That's Brandsma. He'll get his 4th point of the game and looking to finish that 3-point play. But yeah, I believe Max just stepped off a little late there for the helpy and clipped him on the arm. But Legends looking to bounce back, down 12 here. And,
that's going to be with just one free throw. Yeah, I think everyone was looking around waiting for a second. But that's fun. That's I thought Max might have been expecting that pass, but Jazz knew what he wanted to do with it. And 2 quick points for the Legends.
I believe Jazz has 9 points for the Legends here. And could have chipped away on the lead of the Rebels here.
And the corner 3 is good for number 8. That's Armstrong.
I believe that's the second 3-pointer of the game. He's probably. Oh yeah, that's a push there off the Rebels.
Yeah, always good to get that penetration, and good things happen when you have the defense all looking at one guy.
The Rebels have chilled out on their fouls a little bit here. I believe like almost at this time last quarter, they were almost at 5 fouls, so they only had 1 as of now.
You know, oftentimes it takes teams a little bit of time to know what the refs want.
Yeah.
You know, one ref might call something and another doesn't, but as long as they're consistent within a game, you know, players have to be able to adapt and play in a reasonable way.
Just off the number 2 there.
Yeah, that's going to stay Legends ball.
That's Jeremy Fu. He's got some pretty cool kicks on.
And a great inbound pass there to Tran, but just short. Yeah, it's tough when you're right underneath the rim to get that space back.
A nice step up there by Jazz, able to force a travel by number 6.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with his help defense there. You know, a lot of guys don't want to get in front of a bigger player, but he hasn't been afraid to show the body, and that's often all you need. It's just that extra little bit of contention. And now he's going to try out his own dribble and feed that back to Drinkwater. And Drinkwater attacks baseline, and that's going to be out on the Rebels. So another opportunity for the Legends to get pretty good position on the inbound.
Just tipped off there, but Cohen checks back in here for the Legends, and so does Ruben.
Yeah, I think there's an emphasis on shorter shifts and letting guys play really hard and then get out of there and let someone else play really hard. And
that could work actually pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that bank shot's doesn't quite have enough to get in there, and the Legends are going to have an opportunity, but that's going to come up short off the glass.
I believe Greg Papa just said your 50% isn't as good as someone else's 100%. So
yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I'm a big fan of Pop myself. Coach Papa, one of the finest in the game.
I believe I heard your speech last year at the banquet.
Oh, that's right. Twice blessed with the Kim family here.
Of course.
Yeah, it's always a great tradition here at Lillian Osborne, our athletics banquet at the end of the year. It feels like a long way from today when we've got the holidays right in front of us and the like, but always nice to celebrate the success of all our athletes at the school.
Yes.
We have so many different teams and so many different programs, and so we don't get to bring all of them to you at home with LHS TV, but good to celebrate all the students and their efforts.
A lot of amazing coaches as well here.
And that three-point shot is going to come up a little bit short, and that's going to be Legends ball.
That was a good closeout there by Cohen. He was able to get his hand in his face and divert the eyes of the shooter.
All right, so Drinkwater is going to test out that dribble before finding Jazz on the other wing. And Jazz has got a lot of room with the spin. Oh, I like the idea there.
Oh, unlucky there again, but that was a good shimmy sham move from Jazz there.
Yeah, I've seen him make that one once or twice, so you have to think that's he would take that back if he could, but I'm sure he'll have other chances too. You have to have a short memory in basketball. And that second attempt is going to fall for the Rebels.
Rebels seem to be loving those threes and deep twos here to start the game. Ruben will launch a three. Short.
Yeah, no help back there, but sometimes when you're that wide open, it's a little scary. You start to question, how did you get so open?
Oh. Yeah, almost thought that was an offensive foul there, but I think...
Yeah, no call underneath, so I think that's just out of bounds on the Rebels, and Coach Tom wants a timeout, so we will take a brief little breather here, or the players will at least. We're not going anywhere. We don't get a timeout.
We'll be here all game, but yeah, it's once again pretty good second quarter here. Already 5 minutes into the second quarter, and I can't quite see the score. I believe Legends is down here by
17. The
17.
Rebels were able to open that up a little bit on the that last stretch there, but I'm sure Coach Tom is trying to compose the team and get them to go back to the fundamentals as well. You know, we were just talking about PUP, the fundamentals.
Exactly.
You know, you got to take care of the little things if you want to win big games.
And a couple injuries here. I believe Braden Liu is out for the Legends.
Yeah, we've had a number of injuries to start the season, so still trying to get to full health, but it's nice because everyone gets minutes that way.
That's
and
perfect.
you know, of course you don't want people to be injured or have to play injured, but it's good as coaches. You get to kind of see what does everyone bring to the table.
Of course. And I'd like to give a quick shout out to the Lillian Osborne Parent Association. Live broadcast would not be possible without you guys, and we appreciate all the work you guys put in. And none of this game day equipment or broadcast would be possible without you guys. And quick shout out to you guys.
Yeah, they've been doing some nice things every day this week for the teachers, so it's very much appreciated. You know, it's it's actually not about. It is the exact latest we can go into the break. So we never have the school year stretch longer than December 23rd, and that's what tomorrow will be. So the long stretch up front, well, we appreciate the little things, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And Jasmine is going to have another attempt here off of the Drinkwater feed, and Drinkwater is going to be fouled when he gets that ball back. So
that was a nice kick out by Jazz there. Faked the defender and passed it right out.
Yeah, I was convinced he was driving, so he faked me out too.
That's what I'm saying. But Mason able to force a foul, and Legends on the baseline.
And Ruben inbounding there, and nice attempt is going to go off the front of the rim there. And the Legends are back, but they're going to have to contest that three. And nice board for the guard, and Jazz looking to push with pace.
Yeah, Rebels seem to be loving these deep threes and deep twos, but Jazz looks to bounce back.
And a nice kick out, but that's a travel, so
maybe just make this pivot foot slightly there. And once again, said it's one of the new calls the refs have been focusing on a lot, is that pivot foot pickup.
And I think we're going to see Tran come back in. I saw Cohen signal for the old substitution. And again, quick substitutions, but as long as everyone's staying fresh and making an impact, that's perfect. Not a bad thing. And the Rebels are going to swing that around. Little dribble penetration, but the help defense is there. And staring at three white shirts doesn't give you a lot of opportunities.
And I believe that's Strobe checking him back in here. He just checked in for the Rebels. So he's got a quick 10 points here in the first quarter, but checking in the second quarter here. Oh, nice drive.
Yeah, Ruben finds himself, the sea parted for him there. I thought he was going to be facing a double, but a little bit of confusion in the Rebels defense, and he's going to find himself at the line as they try to recover late and end up fouling.
As you said, yeah, he's been able to find some free real estate out here on this in the paint, and looking to capitalize on these free throws.
Yeah, in a game against Skona last week, I think Ruben scored must have been, I don't know, 14 straight points for us or something like that.
Really?
He had a wild first quarter start.
That's crazy.
So, and I hadn't seen him play before that point. He'd been injured, so it was quite the introduction to him. I'm sure he's looking to get going here tonight, and he makes that the second free throw rather. So that might be what he needs.
Yeah, it'd be pretty nice. Legends get a win here going into the break. It's 1 day of school left. It's half day tomorrow, I'd say.
Yeah, we've got the late start Fridays, which I think, maybe a slippery floor or something there. A nice attempt by Drinkwater. I like the idea, but unable to capitalize on the opportunity.
I need to wipe his shoes there. Yeah. This floor can get a little bit dusty later in the game. A lot of people stepping on it.
And Stovey's sizing up Drinkwater before he passes it up top. Good ball movement there, but that three-point attempt's going to come up short. And great effort by the Legends, but it will be Rebel ball inbounding from the baseline.
Another three-pointer there by number 8. I believe he's shooting I believe he's made 2, but he's shot a lot more than 2 here. But I love their deep threes by the Rebels. Another one launches. Just too strong.
And Jeremy's going to push up that ball with a little bit of pace. And he finds a wide open Jazz Miller on the corner there, but just shy there. But an impact on defense, playing almost like a cornerback in football.
There's that late foul call. Yeah, kind of pushing there off of Jazz, but he draws the foul. And yeah, the Rebels have chilled up on their fouls. They're only 1 away shy bonus here later in the corner with 3 minutes left to go in the second. Legends looking to chip around that lead.
Drinkwater finds himself drawing an extra defender and looking for Tran inside. And a slight shot clock error there. We've got our score table beside us, and a former player of mine who has corrected the mistake. I won't give him too hard of a time for that later, but I might just have to bug him a bit.
Oh, good rebound there by Michael. Samuel, my apologies.
Yeah, nice look inside, and the kick out. That looks pretty true from here, but just shy.
Legends pretty good on their defensive run back here, and good closeout.
Surprised JP was able to keep that ball in bounds, but the Legends regain possession and look to push some pace themselves.
Oh, yes.
Bit of a wild attempt, but Tran inside is able to draw the contact as he secures that offensive board.
It's pretty unfair when you're a lot taller than everybody else and just picking up all these boards, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think every basketball player in the world would tell you if they were just 2 inches taller,
yeah.
you know? And
yeah,
but no, Tran has a bit of a size advantage out there, and he uses it, so.
Yeah, I believe he's probably double digits here for rebounds already.
Yeah, if I was that size, I would do the same. So.
Of course. I'd be dunking, personally.
Yeah. I just lower the nets down to 8 feet or so, and then I'm really jamming. All right, the Legends are into their defense, and the Rebels look happy to kind of see it out. They've the pace has slowed down a little bit here as the seconds advanced.
And a deep 3 by the Rebels.
And another great board by Trent.
Jazz will bring it up the floor. Oh.
And good ball movement. The in and out dribble is just enough, and a great adjustment. I thought he was going to finish high, then he goes low, and
that was a pretty good play.
Has enough space to finish the finger roll.
Nice shimmy shot. He's got 13 here.
Yeah, no, it's a real great story. We didn't find a lot of minutes for him last year, and some players, when they don't get all the minutes they hope for, they put their head down. But he always worked hard, and this season he's been a major contributor. So that's it's great to see that development. Sometimes it takes a season or two, but when things click and you start getting into your rhythm, good things happen. And Drinkwater is going to size up number 3 there. He finds some space for himself, and a good idea.
Tries to find Tran, but just short on the glass, but off Tran, and it'll be Rebels ball coming back. But
yeah, Drinkwater might resemble the most traditional point guard on this roster. Someone looking to feed the big man, and it seems like a lot of players now look to be combo guards or really focus on their shooting. But he's happy to dish and find the open man.
A good pick and roll expert, probably, I would say.
Yeah, the oldest play in the book, but one of the most effective ones. Yeah. All right, So we've got number 6. That's, oh, I'm going to apologize in advance for my pronunciation there. Yiren Key. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But he finds himself at the line, and the first one won't go, but he's got another attempt here.
I believe he has 3 points. He hit a quick 3-pointer at the very start of the game, and we'll get 4 right there.
And Tran is going to sub out for Cohen here.
Time does go by fast when you're having fun, they say. So
Absolutely.
1:30 left here in the second quarter, looking to go halftime. And Legends looking to capitalize right back.
Lots of space here.
Oh, look at Jazz.
Jazz getting to his happy spot. Just
there.
off that back rim, the front rim, and out.
He's been pretty good with his handles, always finding an open lane for the kick out.
And getting close to the final minute of play in the first half here. It's going to be Legends ball with 1:11 to play, and they'll have a fresh shot clock, 24 seconds.
Legends were down 14 right now here, and looking to capitalize and shorten that lead and bounce right back.
And the seniors showed us last night that you can close a gap like that. So
oh yeah, for sure.
You have to stay motivated on both ends of the floor.
I believe you were down close to 20 points and came back to 4 in the very end there, so nothing's impossible.
And number 6, again, maybe looked a little surprised to find himself so open there, but it's that quarter second sometimes to throw up the auction. Gill is going to try to feed it across, but the Rebels break it up and get the bucket to go the other way. So good, quick transition offense. Those are the easy passes and the easy buckets.
And Ruben will look to find the last shot here for the Legends. Drinkwater draws a nice foul and looks pretty enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, he's going to be going to the line, and 21.9 seconds after this. So we'll see how this all shakes out. When Jasper plays going to hold for last shot when they get possession back, or are we going to be able to apply a little pressure and maybe generate another opportunity?
Nice shot there. I see Cohen out there, so I'm assuming Cohen will grab this big board.
I think, yeah, if he can pull it down from the shooter's spot, he's got a good shot from there. That same ambition sometimes works against you, yeah.
Stepping in a little early there, will be Rebels ball, and they'll look to get a last shot here for a steal.
The old roll, and I like that. That's a good situational play. Keep the clock going for yourselves. Are they going to hold for the last shot, or are they just going to look for something open? And the dribble pull-up is going to come up short. That's going to leave lots of time, or at least enough for the Legends to generate some offense. But looks like the Rebels coach is trying to call a timeout, and he's able to get it.
With 2 seconds left on the clock here.
And hoping to advance it, but that only happens in the second half. So in the second half, after a timeout, you can advance the ball, and you'll get 14 seconds instead of the full 24, but they won't get that here.
And that clock will be set back about to 4 seconds, yeah. So Rebels will look for a last shot here, and we'll see how that can pan out.
Yeah, I'm expecting some tight defense from the Legends. You don't want to give up anything before the halftime, so hopefully they can put some pressure on the ball and get into the half with the same score that we're seeing right here. Or, I mean, optimistically, maybe come up with a turnover, but I won't get too excited until I see it.
Just look at the old stats here. FX actually won your guys' league last year.
Yeah, we see FX in our first game back after the break, and we also saw them in the J. Percy Page Holy Trinity Classic as our kickoff tournament to the season.
Yep.
And they looked ready to roll, let me tell you. They play with a lot of efficiency, a lot of tempo, and they've been one of the programs to beat, I think, in the city over the last few years. So we've generally played them pretty close and pretty well, but they are one of the elite squads.
A lot of good teams here this year. And, good steal by Jazz.
Hey, that was exactly, I was hoping I'd wheel. Hey, you know what? Great, though, to
That's a great rebound there.
Yeah, apply enough pressure and generate a chance for yourself. I mean, I think that one goes 50% of the time, so, next time it'll go.
And that was a great first half here by the Legends and Rebels, and they like to go have a chat with both sides here. And I believe the score is a 15-point difference as of now, but Legends looking to bounce back. And coach, Safi coach here, complaining about the missed layups here, but overall, I think they played a great first quarter and a lot of good efforts here on the defensive end as well, and especially I think Cohen and not Michael, my apologies again. Cohen and Samuel have been pretty good on the defensive side and offensive side on the boards glass here, and looks to pan out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes I find the coaches get a little more stressed than the students or the athletes do. You know, it's fun because when you're used to going out there and being able to make a difference yourself, you're like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then when you're a coach, you're like, well, I have to trust them to do it. But
being a coach can be stressful.
It's good again to see those alumni players come back and contribute to the program. I think this is the point in the broadcast though where we put up the halftime little banner. Is that correct? Is that? That
is correct. I'm going to do one quick announcement here, and then we can.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll take a break here, and yeah. So I believe there's a couple spots open. I don't know if I talked. Mr. Renner said there's a couple spots open, but the ski trip will be happening on January 27th and 29th. So just coming back after the break, and that's 2 nights of skiing and 2 nights in a hotel. So just join the Google Classroom off Instagram and hand in your own forms in the office. And it looks like they found like a fun and exciting trip.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I have some fond memories from my own high school ski trip, but I've been trying to get Mr. Renner to put me on this trip every single year I've worked here. And not 1 year has he done it for me. So, Mr. Renner, if you're watching at home, I'm not going to forget that. And I like being on those twigs. So, give me a chance, please. You know, put me in, coach. But that's great. So, thank you, everyone, for joining us for the first half. We'll be back in, 8 minutes or so for the second half action. And we hope to see you then.
All right. See you guys.
there we go. We got Drinkwater, feeds it to Jazz. Jazz gets a nice look inside and is going to have to pass that one off.
And that was a pretty good first half overall, and the Legends looking to bounce back here. So Jazz gets a quick steal and a fast break, and he'll put that in.
Capitalize on that. That's a good way to dig into a deficit.
And that's actually 15 points here for Jazz Gill, as he takes a lead over for the Legends and puts some good leadership.
And lots of pressure on defense here. Jasper Place is forced to cycle their offense around, and Max is able to rip down that board. So good, another chance.
Good help D there by Jeremy. He was able to set through.
And a little bit of confusion, but I think that's more of a rec center style layup than it is it's generally a game layup.
Yeah, I would agree there, but good defense by Drinkwater.
Yeah, put some good pressure on, and that'll go back to Legends ball. So
good D by Drinkwater.
Yeah, and some good opportunities here. So let's hope they can keep building on that momentum. Drinkwater to Jazz. Drinkwater's going to cut on down. Jazz looks to work in the middle, and
just short layup there.
Yeah, bank shot's just off, but a good attempt.
Travel there, but say that's the new foul here this year is on a fast break. If there's a foul on a fast break, you're going to shoot 2 free throws and get the ball back. So that is a new rule here this year that the FIBA came up with. And,
yeah, and I think that keeps the game exciting for fans. You know, you don't. Well, when you get fast breaks, you want to see attempts. Wow. Max is able to convert it.
It's a pretty nice shot there. Max has his second 3 of the game, and they're slowly closing with that lead. They're only down by 10 now. So
yeah, within hoping to get it within single digits pretty quickly here.
Looks like the talk by Coach Tom and Coach Safi seemed to pay off a little. Yeah,
some extra motivation, and again, we often find that players like shooting a little bit more going this way.
Yeah.
At least that's Coach Ish's theory. I don't know if you've heard that one, but. All right, and good spacing by the Legends. They're going to have some opportunities here. But, yeah, a little overzealous on that skip pass, but good idea to try to find the open man.
Overall, a lot of good players playing today, and the Legends, all of them playing all 5, have been playing pretty good. And
all right, and Jazz is able to stay on the hip.
Yep, that was a good take there by Drinkwater. He was able to get in front of him and draw that foul. And
yeah, Drinkwater, I think I've seen him take more hard falls this season, and it's a very early season, than I've seen some players take over probably 3 or 4 times as many games. So he's not afraid to put his body on the line. You just hope that he can fall in a nice, safe way.
Always good sacrifice for the team there, and great play by Jazz.
And we've got a technical foul here. Just looking to see how. All right, so that's a technical foul on Cohen. I didn't actually see what that's all about, but.
The basket for Jazz did count, but I believe they warned him before about when the ball falls through the hoop, he's pushing it forward towards the baseline instead of letting it drop. But he did that again, I believe, and that'll be a technical foul here.
Yeah, I don't mind that as long as the refs give you the first warning. If the refs give you the first warning, then you got to be able to adapt. And again, sometimes little habits do make a difference. So
I don't think Cohen meant anything by it. I think just pushing the ball forward, giving it back to the other team. But I guess it's not
not the way it's supposed to go. Yeah.
Some refs call different things. So.
And able to get up there and disrupt that pass towards center. Jasper Place finds a bit of a driving lane, and they're going to have a new shot clock to work with here.
And good fadeaway there, but just short as Coleman was able to put his hand over the face and divert the eyes of the shooter.
And Ruben, another good look for him. I think on any given night he's bound to make maybe even the majority of those. So
Ruben always able to find the open lane and drive. Just short there, sadly, but that's one thing that Coach Heavy was complaining about was the missed layups, but I don't think too much of it. But Legends been playing pretty good overall.
Absolutely, and again, as the game goes on, you hope things start to fall.
Yeah. There's another pickup board there by number 6. Yerenki, I apologize again. That's my fault. Good foul drawn there by Cohen. He goes up and draws 2.
Yeah, I think that's his 4th trip to the line now.
Yeah,
so,
4th.
you know, that's one of those stats that coaches track as well. How many times do you get fouled? Because if you can consistently draw fouls, that's the easiest offense in the game.
And he's been playing overall pretty good as well. He's been pretty good on the boards. And nothing but net there on that free throw.
Yeah, looks like he's got his ritual down. And, you know, sometimes you just need to go to that kind of centering ritual. And
Of course.
all of a sudden you stop thinking and you just let your body do the work.
Free throws are all routine, they say.
And he's able to convert both there, so clearly something paid off.
And he'll check right out, and Samuel Chan will check in for the center spot here, and he's looking to get some boards as well.
And a little bit of pressure applied by the Legends as the Rebels pass half. Good help defense as well. Nothing looking easy here.
And good box out there by Mike, but Strobe finds his own board.
Yeah, it was a nice cut and good defense on the first attempt, but again, you got to finish the possession. So
that's the leading scorer there for the Rebels. He got 14 in the 3rd quarter, and Jazz takes it for a floater.
yeah, the gamble by the Rebels defense gives him more than enough space to operate where he likes best. So
And that just Jazz's 17th point there. He's been doing amazing here in this game. And being able to lead his team on his back here.
yeah, I think he's also one of the fastest players on the team. You don't see it always in game so
Yeah.
much, but certainly something that stood out to me when I saw him try out for the first time. And again,
Endurance for sure. I remember trying out against him. He was always one of the first guys done all the running exercises, so pays off in game.
absolutely. And another good attempt there, but just short. And going to be a relatively short shot clock for the Rebels to work with here, as they're already down to 14 seconds. A little bit of indecision always is going to work in the defense's favor.
And good board there by he just throws it away looking. I believe he thought Ruben was up a little higher there.
Yeah, trying to spring the break, but
Good D by Max down low, and they'll force a triple by the Rebels, but Max. Ooh, that was
yeah, that's a tough spot to score from, but he looked very fluid and in motion there. So
that was fading away kind of on the baseline there. But I believe that's his 16th point, so he's looking to catch up after Jazz.
yeah, Stobies is looking pretty comfortable in his bag. And Max is going to be driving downhill there.
I believe there that was Jeremy. Just
Yeah.
slightly picked up his pivot foot there as he was trying to fake him out with a pump fake, and Drinkwater will check back in.
All right, we've got number 1 set to inbound and get things underway. Shot clock is rolling. Nice step up from the big Sam.
And we're down 12 points here, and we close out.
Yeah, open man in the corner, so
That'll make the difference here. 15.
maybe a little too committed to helping down the middle. You always have to keep an eye on those shooters too, but
Just off Jazz's fingers, but he'll pick it up and look to draw up a play here. Asking for a screen.
yep, sizing up his defender, and that extra hand from Hunter there is what the refs are going to see, or what I saw at least.
He'll draw a foul there. 14 on the shot clock, and
Refs looking for a quick reset.
Jazz looking to inbound the ball here, trying to find Ruben or Drinkwater at the guard spot. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good dizzle-dazzle by.
great idea to fake the same pass he had made last time and then find Drinkwater inside. It's going to keep the offense going. Not a ton of time to work with here, though. And
Very strong off the fingers there as Ruben gets back, and number 6.
yeah, live ball turnovers are some of the most difficult to defend.
Yeah.
But the Legends get the ball back with that dead ball turnover. So they'll size up a set Jasper place defense. And Ruben finds some space and can finally get one to go. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come, because he works well in those spaces.
And JP answers right back with another two down.
A quick response. And Ruben sizing up his man up top. You know, that pressure up top can do a whole lot to your confidence, but if you burn the guy, then you've got all the room in the world to work with.
Just a little strong off the glass there by number 1, and Drinkwater with rebound, playing right back, and we'll find Ruben now.
And Ruben kicks back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater is going to size up his man, find Ruben yet again. We've got the swing to Jazz, and Sam is able to clean up all that after the fact. So nice bucket from the big man.
He's getting some good work in.
And the high arcing three-point shot is a little bit strong from number 2. That's Hunter again.
Good rebound by Max, and he'll, oh, look at that.
Some nice precise dribbling by Drinkwater. Unable to draw the foul, but Sam gets another attempt inside, and he's going to be going to the line for his efforts.
Good play that by Mason Drinkwater there, and he was able to find Sam, I think. Oh no, he threw up the shot. Couldn't quite see, but like you said, he was one of the traditional point guards who loves finding his big men down low.
Yeah, and there's something to be said for, you know, you gotta take your shots too, because if you become predictable, if all you ever do is look to pass, then defenses can key on in that. So nice to see that he's working through a couple different sets or options, and hopefully Sam can convert on this second free throw attempt.
Of course.
He uses the glass to do it, but they all count for the same number of points.
I believe he called bank. So
yeah, yeah, I heard that actually.
Yeah, I heard that too. And Drinkwater plays some aggressive D, and Jazz looks to help.
And lots of help there.
The
3 Legends defenders, yeah. And good job passing with a bit of a lead there, and again enough that Jazz can use that speed we mentioned earlier.
Jazz, yeah, just shy of 20 points. He's at 19 for the third quarter, and there's 2 minutes left here to go.
And the 3 from the corner is a little bit shy, but Rebels are able to maintain possession. Looking to get into some sort of set action, but Drinkwater's pressure is making that difficult.
And Strobes will shoot again for 3, and this time he'll make it.
Yeah, the right idea to kind of help and rotate there, but sometimes it works, and sometimes guys make their shots. So.
And he's got 18 Strobes as he checks out. And the Rebels looking to drop a play here.
Yeah, we got Holt inbounding.
13-point lead here for the Rebels, I apologize.
And another 3-point play, I think this time coming from Hunter. So that 3-point ball has probably been the difference maker tonight. Yeah. But again, lots of time to play, or at least enough time. Yeah.
It's Jazz 21st point here in the game.
Yeah, you're great at keeping track of that. If I don't have the score sheet right in front of me, I'm a little hopeless. But I'm sure he appreciates you counting.
Of course.
It's the motivation he needs.
Look at him go.
I think that makes 23. I can do basic math.
23.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering the top scores here for Strobes and Cohen as well as Jazz Norwood just picked up his 23rd point. And good D there by Max.
Yeah, you can see some bigs battling for position inside, and the travel by Hunter is going to mean that it's back to Legends ball.
And Jackson check back in as well as Jeremy and Ruben. And
yeah, it's a pretty wide sweeping change for the Legends. We'll see if that's enough to kind of ignite something.
And so will Jamie here.
And that's, I think, where Jackson is at his absolute best shooting. He likes that corner.
I played against him a couple times to pick up, and he can shoot the 3-ball quite well.
Yeah, he looks a little unassuming at first on the court, and then once he starts shooting, you're like, oh, you know what you're doing. Quick response from the Rebels, but a little bit of confusion means that Legends are able to maintain or regain possession at least here. And Max will drive baseline before it goes out on the Rebels.
Last minute of the play here, just almost, I think, one shot left here probably for the Legends able to persevere and get this last bucket.
Oh, my mistake. That's actually a foul, not just out of bounds there. So foul on number 2, Hunter, and that's going to be enough to send Max to the line as we're now in bonus.
And the Legends are pretty good on foul trouble. They have only have 1 foul this whole quarter, and Rebels get their first 5th foul here to send Max over into bonus.
Yeah, nice disciplined effort. You know, coaches talk about that all the time. You just got to go straight up. You don't have to swing through. You don't have to foul. You just have to play your defense, and we're seeing that here tonight. So that's promising for coaches and the players. And the second free throw is a little bit heavy, but Legends look like they're able to get back, and
And the Legends got this point down to 12 here. And yeah, Rebels looking for the last point play here.
Yeah, there's only 11 seconds or so oftentimes you want to keep that possession, don't give the other team a chance to score.
Looking to put up a 3 here by number 1, and he'll
A little
chuck it up.
dribble showcase, but no shot at the end there. So good defense by the Legends, right idea by the Rebels, but we were able to make it tough.
And Legends will cut that down to 12 points here going into the 4th quarter. I will have to step out and leave Mr. Fitzgerald to do the rest of it.
Yeah, well, it was a real pleasure. I'll give you the old handshake.
I look forward to seeing you more again on this, and hope the junior boys pull out the win here, and they're only down 12. And
yeah, lots of time left to play, and good luck to your seniors, and I hope you get a lovely holiday break and the like.
So as well.
All right, well, that's Brady signing off, but you'll be stuck with me here at home, folks.
Be legendary.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, sorry. I should have given you your full-blown sign out. I thoroughly enjoyed that when I saw Brady do the Be Legendary the other day, because he had a huge smile on his face, and I thought, wow, players really, players and announcers really take that one to heart, which is great. I'll have to remember to do it tonight, because that's very rarely my privilege. And we just have another 30 seconds or so for teams to talk it over, make any final adjustments as they go into the 4th quarter. And we'll see how it all shakes out here. The 4th quarter of the basketball games, many say, is the best part of the game. So let's hope that holds true tonight, especially for our home team Legends. All right, so we got the inbound coming in for the Rebels, and they're able to use the backcourt, and they do. Pressure on from Jackson as the Rebels look to swing that ball and then find the man inside, but too much pressure is going to be Legends ball. So Jamie advances it here, heads down, but able to get to his spot inside. Cohen rips down the offensive board, is fouled, and he'll find himself on a trip to the line. I think that's foul from number 14, Boynton. Let's see if he gets back into that ritual we saw earlier. Looking pretty comfortable. And there you go. That consistency's really come on late, and that's when it matters most. All right, lining up for the second shot. And a little bit strong, but we've got a lane violation there. And sorry, maybe not a lane violation, but for whatever reason, it's been called a jump ball, and that means it's a Legends possession next. So we're going to see an inbound from the baseline. Great place to be inbounding from. And I think we'll be seeing the exact same thing yet again. The Rebels are able to break up the play, but not maintain possession. So we'll see if we see the same play or something different here to get guys open. All right, that's Jackson from his happy spot, three-point land. And the Rebels unable to secure the rebound, put it right into the hands of Cohen, and he's able to score. So this is the closest game we've seen in a good while, a 9-point differential, and lots of time to play. So hope you're strapped in and ready to roll. The Rebels are able to move through their offense, looking for the big man inside, but instead they're going to settle for that three. And able to put back that offensive board is Urenki, and a nice bucket from him, but Legends wasting no time to try to attack on the other end. It's going to be Jeremy looking for some assistance. Jamie's going to be able to help him out, and hopefully they can space it out and make the most of these last 10 seconds. Solid drive, but a little bit strong. And Cohen is really putting on a clinic here as to how to rip down boards and get them right back up again. All right, and here we see the kick out to the corner. And they're going to bounce that back up top, back to the corner. Great adjustment from the defense as the Rebels don't get it quite over to the weak side, so everyone's able to stay in front of their man, and it's back to Legends ball. And a carry call on Jackson, so you're not able to put the hand under the ball. I know you see a lot of that if you're watching the NBA, players like Ja Morant that can kind of manipulate in any number of directions, but they're pretty likely to call that at this level. You're not going to get away with that carry too often, and it'll be Rebels ball. And great pressure from Jeremy. Not quite enough to come up with the steal, but he closes to contest in the corner. Difficult shot is up and off the top there. And that's going to go back to the Rebels, and they're going to be able to make that straight on 3. And the inbound to Jeremy. He's going to be able to advance it. It's got a little bit of space to work with. And he gets into a push shot, but not quite enough to get that to fall. Max picks it up in the corner, though. And we'll see another chance for the Legends. And Jeremy is able to draw a foul this time, so good place for him to be. And I think that's just going to be down on the baseline. Not a shooting foul, but again, contributing to that total for the quarter, which has been a difference maker up to this point. And again, in the fourth quarter, can be so decisive. And Jazz is able to find Jeremy on the inbound. Jeremy is able to slash down and gets that one to go. A nice little roll there. And Rebels pushing pace before seeing a couple jerseys in front of them, but they happen to leave the corner 3 open, but unable to punish them for that little defensive lapse. And now we'll see Drinkwater do what he can do for the team. And he finds Max. That's a quick screen. And we've got 10 seconds left on the shot clock, so someone's going to have to decide what kind of a possession they want to take here. And in this case, it's enough that they're going to be able to go to the line. So nice decisive move by Max to attack and draws the foul. He's going to be shooting 2. And the most essential part of this whole process is that when you're shooting these free throws, the clock stops. So when you are behind, you love to see that clock standing still. It gives you lots of time to get ready, compose yourself. And the first one doesn't go, but we'll see him reset, hopefully get into that same ritual routine that we've seen help other players tonight. And we can sink another one. And another heavy free throw attempt, but the damage is the same in the end as Jasnor continues his scoring onslaught and is able to score another 2. And the corner 3, one of the Rebels' favorite place seemingly to shoot from, is a little bit long, but we're going to see a foul. I apologize, I missed who that's going to be on, but that's a timeout for the Legends. So I should probably be updating you on things that happen in and around the school, but truthfully, we only have 1 day to break, or 1 day to go until we have our break. So it'll be a fun final day, I think, for a lot of classes. Hopefully there aren't too many tests for you students watching from home. And then you have a lovely 2 weeks to look forward to. I know I myself am very much looking forward to the break. It's been a pretty busy semester up to this point, and as I mentioned earlier, this is the latest we can possibly go into December, so it has felt like a bit of a marathon effort to get here, but I'm sure we'll all enjoy the holidays and that extra time after the fact. I find it some of the best time to relax and catch up with friends and family, and ultimately, you know, get prepared for what is just 8 days of classes before we move into final exams around mid-January. So I think a lot of students are hoping to finish up their courses, do as much as they can, and set themselves up for success as we get towards the end of the semester academically. All right, so the 2 teams are going to return to action here. 6:51 to go, fresh shot clock, and I believe it is going to be Rebels at the free throw line, looking to extend their lead. And again, any hometown fans are hoping that's not the case. Oh, my apologies. Sorry, this will be a baseline inbound. It wasn't a shooting foul at all. They've got 14 seconds. That hasn't started yet. And there we go. We're good. And Ruben is going to get another attempt at the rim. And that rebound is secured by the Rebels' number 3, Asif. And he's going to size up Max before ultimately kicking it out and putting a little more pressure on the defense, but good help defense there. I mean, that shot ultimately fell, but you always like seeing a body in front of any opposing offensive player. And Drinkwater's able to put his head down, get some deep penetration, and finds Max, who's been good from 3 tonight, but a little bit strong there. And Cohen can't get his magic touch to roll, so this will be Rebels ball. And the Rebels inbound to number 3, Asif, and then he's going to dish that off to number 1, Brandsma. He finds 17, Stobies. And good ball movement there. Stobies on the down cut. and is able to do some damage on the left side of the court there. Finds that perfect spot to bank it in from just inside that square is what a lot of players are looking for, and that's often that difference maker. Drinkwater gets the step through and is able to respond in no time at all. So again, it's going to maintain an 8-point game here. Not exactly something you can take away in one possession or two, but certainly something that is going to put the pressure on the Rebels, and hopefully enough that they can continue to chip away at that lead. And ultimately, we'll see how it all shakes out here with just 5.5 to play. Jazz with a nice ball fake, and the Legends able to temporarily keep that alive, but oh, some great pressure there, and ultimately going to generate a really great opportunity here for Drinkwater inside. He goes up strong. He's unable to get that ball off, but enough pressure that number 6, that is Yarenki, has had to foul, and Drinkwater will find himself at the free throw line, or the charity stripe as we sometimes call it. And the first one is good. And for all of you at home, we've got a great atmosphere in the gym right now. Fans are getting into this fourth quarter, and again, we've got some alumni here, we've got some friends, we've got some family. So really nice to see this kind of turnout on a cold day. Drinkwater misses the second free throw, but we've got Legends back on defense, and hopefully they'll be able to continue to mount this pressure. And Max comes up with yet another steal, so some really pivotal situational basketball. He's got some great instincts, and Drinkwater's able to draw yet another foul. So now that we're in the bonus, those are going to be shooting, and those shooting fouls are, like I mentioned earlier this quarter, a big difference maker. You know, the clock stops, and you give yourself a real chance to get right back into this game. And that's going to be timeout by the Rebels. I think they want to talk things over before they give up any more of their lead. But again, hopefully we can just keep chipping away. All right, what else can we update you on? So Mr. Grodiak, one of our key figures here at LHS TV, and especially with our game day broadcast, was encouraging me to share the story of my my poor vehicle. So I drove to work on Monday, and I parked my car in the parking lot, and it hasn't moved since. So it has been very cold, as I'm sure all of you are aware at home. But I've got an old diesel, and it does not like these temperatures one bit. So I'm hoping we can get it home for Christmas. That would be a real miracle as far as I'm concerned. Maybe some of you at home drive a tow truck and you want to help me out. But the only thing I really want at this point is a car to work again, because reliving your high school experience, having to ask everyone you know for a ride, is not as much fun as it might sound like. So hopefully you can find some joy in my pain, but hopefully Drinkwater will be able to find some buckets, and that's even better, I think, for all of us here. And the first shot is in and out there. I've been in that situation before, but he's got another free throw coming up, so hopefully we can make this one count. All right, and that one's off the front rim, but Cohen has done what he's done best this game, and that's grab boards and get right back up. So he's fouled, and he's going to give himself 2 shots at the free throw line. And that one's just off to the left a little bit, so look for him to get composed and hopefully make the second one matter. And that one's a little bit long, so you hate for the free throws to be the difference maker at the end of the night, but that's why you gotta practice the basics, and he was looking pretty darn composed with those last couple, so hopefully he finds himself at that line again and can redeem himself just a little bit. I mean, he's played a great game, though. And his help defense is almost enough to make a difference, but the slashing number 4, I believe that was Holt, is able to find some pay dirt. Another 2 points for the Rebels. Cohen finds himself yet again under the basket and contesting for it, but I believe this is going to be Rebel ball, if I'm not mistaken. The last jump ball went to the Legends, so it'll be the Rebel turn here. And good pressure in the full court. You don't see a lot of that always from the Legends, but in this case, it pays off as the Rebels try to rush their offense a little bit. A bit of a sloppy pass is going to give the Legends another chance here to respond. And Drinkwater is taking it up. And a couple behind-the-back dribbles before finding Ruben, who's going to kick it back to Drinkwater. And Drinkwater ultimately finds Jazz. And excellent defense by the Rebels here. They've really adjusted and adapted to some of these great scoring efforts. You can hear the Legends counting down the shot clock there, but that's an excellent defensive possession from the Rebels. Props where they're deserved. But actually, Drinkwater is able to make a play on the other end. So coming from behind, able to force the steal. And Max comes up a little bit empty-handed, but that's okay. There's still 3 minutes, 49 seconds, so enough time to make a difference here. And again, the game's not out of hand yet. There's it's only 3 possessions in basketball to get that back. So, all right, advancing the ball here is Brandsma for the Rebels. Again, great pressure from Drinkwater. Both teams are getting real scrappy here, but ultimately, it's going to be Brandsma called for the foul there as Drinkwater puts on just enough pressure and without fouling to force that turnover. And Cohen finds the ball inside off of a nice feed. And like I said, hopefully he gets another chance to redeem himself, and here it is. So maybe I don't need to say anything else. I can just let him do his work. And a little bit of a debate here as to who that foul's on. I believe number 12, that's Mokriak, has just fouled out of the game. So each individual player is only allowed 5 personal fouls. And yeah, Cohen looks back to his former form and is able to sink the first. And the second's a little bit strong. Not the worst thing to see. It gives you a chance at an offensive rebound in another possession. But unfortunately, they're not able to rework that magic here. So we'll see once again, Drinkwater pressuring Brandsma. And Ruben is able to get a hand in there, knock it out of bounds. Rebels are going to maintain possession, but you really like to see that intensity from the team. Nothing easy in the final 3 minutes and 33 seconds. And ultimately, those hands are enough yet again to force another turnover. So Legends are certainly buying themselves lots of opportunities here in this 8-point game with 3 minutes to go. And Jazz is getting inside one more time. And this time it's going to be another shooting foul. So he's done almost all of his scoring, live game. But here's a chance to add to his total at the line. And an impressive total tonight. And the first one is going to bounce off that front rim. Thought it might have had a chance to roll in there, but. And the second one does go. And ultimately the Rebels are able to advance. And this time, that pressure is going to cost the Legends. Number 5, Ruben there, picks up a foul. But again, the intensity is good to see. All right, we've got the inbounder there and a high screen, a good set play out of that inbound, but ultimately something that's going to come up short for the Rebels. So still lots of time here. No one's got to stress, no one's got to rush. We just want to see players make good, conscious decisions here. And Jazz is going to test his defender before kicking to Drinkwater. And the crowd liked that one. Huge 3-point play with 2 minutes 44 to go, and bringing this down to a much closer game than we've seen since the first. And you just have to remember to stay disciplined. Intensity is great, but you gotta stay disciplined. So we've got a timeout here, and again, you'll get to hear my sultry voice yet again. There's I'll just let's see. Do I have any more stories? I don't know. Do I have any more stories? Parham, do we have any good stories? I'm just bothering our shot keeper for the night here, Parham Haderi. He's on our senior men's basketball team. Parham, anything to shout out or anything on your mind? Parham's saying he's got nothing on his mind, which is, I think, a rarity. I think Parham's a young intellectual. You know, he analyzes the game well, so I'm sure he's just keeping his thoughts to himself. But there's no doubt in my mind that he's got some wisdom he could impart, maybe on another day. Maybe it's too much pressure putting him on the spot there. Parham, who's your favorite teacher? Parham hesitated too long. He was supposed to say me, Mr. Fitzgerald, but that is very revealing, Parham, and I will remember that. All right, both teams have seemed to talk things over, and they're checking back in here. So again, a tight fourth quarter. For all of you joining us at home, I hope you're not disappointed in these types of efforts. I know, again, for a last game before the break, both teams really want to end out with a win here, and I understand that. It can make a big difference on the season. All right, number one, that's Brandsma, is able to convert the first free throw. And that second free throw falls as well. So stretching that lead back to 6 points. Again, nothing insurmountable here, but the Rebels are looking on to put on a fair bit of pressure. Ruben sizes it up before bringing it into the half court. Ultimately able to keep his dribble alive, and in this particular case, keep the possession as well. So that's going to be tapped out. Excellent pressure by, I believe, number 11. That's Vaughn for the Rebels, but ultimately last touch on them, so it'll maintain or remain Legends possession. And Jazz working from up top here. Lots of space to work with. This is his happy point, and he's able to do some damage yet again. So back to a 4-point game here. Legends lock in on defense, and we see Brandsma sizing up Jazz the other way, but he's going to be fouled by Cohen. And I think the big difference there is you can't swing through. So if you go straight up as a defender, you've got an excellent shot of coming up with that block, but that extra temptation to swing on down is something that we always try to encourage our players. Just go up, make it difficult for them. You don't need the block, you just need the contest. But the first free throw is a little bit long there, and as a result, maybe not the worst thing to have happened in this game. And that second free throw is true. So back to a 5-point game. And it's going to be Ruben to Jazz. And they're going to look to space the floor again, maybe give Jazz some room to work, because that's where he's been great. But no, instead a kick out, and Drinkwater with the excellent extra pass. That's the kind of offense we're looking to generate here. You know, find that open man, take the advantage, force the defense to react. So good to see that late in the game they're playing with some composure. They're looking for the open player. And in this case, it's going to pay off with Cohen back at the line. I know I said just a few minutes ago that there's only 3 minutes or so to go, but the final 2 minutes of a basketball game are famously closer to 20 or 30, especially in tight situations like this with timeouts and free throws. So, and that shooter violation is going to mean Rebels ball. So the Rebels will have a chance here to you know, inbound and you know, hopefully not extend their lead, but I'm sure that's what they're looking to do. And Cohen tries to put a lot of pressure up, and it's ultimately enough that number 6 has a tough time at the rim there. The corner three looks a little bit heavy off the back iron, and I thought that might have been a foul myself. That was a lot of aggression coming in there, but maybe the refs are trying to let these players play it out. There's intensity on both sides, so it's hard to say who's fouling and who isn't. And Max is able to put on some pressure that time, find the open Cohen, but a little bit long there. So again, when you find yourself that open, that close to the net, it's hard to kind of calm the nerves and to refocus. But I'm sure he'd ask for that one back if he could. And that long ball isn't going to hit the rim, so the shot clock continues to wind down. I mean, ultimately working in Jasper Place's favor at this point. But with just 4 seconds remaining, they are able to get a shot up. Cohen's able to secure the defensive rebound and finds Jazz, who's looking to push the ball up here. Ultimately, he's going to, oh, look at that. So looking to kick initially, but ultimately keeps that pivot foot alive. And we've got a 3-point game on our hands, everyone. And Jazz is forced to recover, and in doing so commits a foul. So they're going to be sending number 17 Stobies to the line. And with 45.5 seconds remaining, that's another timeout for the Legends. So I'm going to turn to Parham here because I bothered him at the last break, and I'm going to give him one more chance to tell me who his favorite teacher is. So Parham, who do you got? He can't disclose that information. I think it's because all the teachers here at Lillian Osborne are so fantastic. It's like picking a favorite child. You know, it's impossible. And Parham is giving me a smile, so I assume that's true. I mean, he's talking to the ref, so I should probably let him do his job here. Scorekeeping, you know, is well, they're the unsung heroes of the officials. So we have a great scorekeeping team here, and we're still relatively early in the season, but they're all very capable of doing their jobs. Haven't been too many issues tonight, but the refs just want to make sure that everyone understands what the situational differences are here, and that we've got to all be on our toes so that we can make sure that the right team comes out on top and it doesn't come down to the officials, because ultimately you want to let the players determine how things end. But at this point, it's a close game, and anyone could come away with it. All right, so Stobies is going to find himself at the line to get us out of the timeout here. And it's 2 free throws as the ref is signifying, so 2 important free throws. And ultimately gets well, I won't call it a lucky bounce. Maybe it's a shooter's bounce, we'll say. And again, these free throws late in the game are very difficult to make. I know it looks easy at home, but this is what players practice all the time for. And able to convert both free throws, so that's a huge possession for the Rebels, keeping it a 2-score game and ultimately putting a lot of pressure on the Legends, who are going to look to score quickly, and that's exactly what they do. So Jazz, wasting only 4 or 5 seconds of shot clock, is able to do, or keep it, again, a 1-possession game. And that's and Max is yet again able to disrupt that. I think it might have been a travel call that was missed, but ultimately Cohen's going to find himself going to the line. It's not going to be enough to tie the game here, but certainly enough to bring it within 1 and give yourself a shot here with 24.6 seconds remaining. The Rebels will not be able to eat all the clock on this next possession. So here's hoping that we can see a couple free throws and give ourselves a shot. And the first one's a little bit long, not the worst thing in the world. Again, it's still just a 1-possession game. And the second one is long. So again, still a 1-possession game. And in this case, it's going to be white ball. So 3-point game, and ultimately there will be no more shot clocks from here on out. So we'll see if the Legends looks to score 3. I mean, that's enough to tie, or maybe a quick 2 and to foul. And in this case, time winds down, so that's going to be to the benefit of the Rebels, but ultimately, actually, maybe more importantly, it looks like Drinkwater is banged up an arm or an elbow. So I said it earlier in the match, I mean, he puts so much of himself out there, and you love to see a player play hard and committed, but you never want to see someone get injured. And as a game like this goes on, I love to see that dedication, but you never want anyone to get hurt. So a round of applause from all the fans here. Again, everyone appreciating the effort, I think, from both teams. Ultimately, a great competition here, and again, this is why you play the games, for these kind of situational moments. Legends found themselves down by a fair bit at one point, but have really been able to battle back. Ultimately, Max is able to get inside for 2. And so we were unable to stop the clock. So the scorekeepers are getting a quick instruction from the referees. It's a stop clockage after every made basket at this point. So we've got 15.4 seconds on the clock. That's been corrected, and it is now a 1-point game. So Max opting to score quickly and maybe to give themselves a chance here, you know, to make some late game heroics. And Stobies set to inbound. Stobies is able to find, and ultimately